What's up, y'all? It's your boy JJ Fit, man. I'm back again with another video, y'all. And today we got a lower body workout that we're about to get into. A little grind session, explosion work. As y'all saw in my last video, I've been doing some basketball content, some hooping content. Y'all are gonna see that come back. Y'all are gonna see a lot more of that. And so to get ready to be prepared for that, got some explosive exercises that are just gonna prime me and prep me for basketball work and training, man. Over the past 2 months, I've been dealing with some hamstring stuff, so I haven't really been able to run and jump. I've been doing a lot of rehab and a lot of just getting my hamstrings back together to make sure that they're ready to be able to handle the force of jumping and running and all the things, man. I initially pulled my hamstring July 25th, and we're in September right now, and I've just been trying to take my time because, it feels great right now, but hamstrings, the closer you are to the pull, the more susceptible you are to pull it again. Because I pulled it July 25th, and then I pulled it again 3 or so weeks later. I was doing rehab, and I was working my way up to some sprints, 40-meter dashes, and I pulled it again. And so I've just been trying to be careful and take my time in the recovery to make sure that I'm all the way back before I really start regular training back up as far as movement patterns. But make sure y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe, man. We're about to get started with these ISOs like I always start with before the workout. So I'm just gonna show y'all one set of the 45-second work. Always get your ISOs in, it helps with knee health. It's really been helping me with knee health. So make sure y'all do y'all's ISOs, man. But let's get to it.
You are running out of time. Listen to me, you're running out of time. You never know when your opportunity is that opportunity. It may not be 2 years from now. It may not be 3 years from now. It may not be 4 years from now. Your opportunity might come in the next 6 weeks. My man told his grandfather, I'm graduating, and 2 weeks later, even before he literally marched, his grandfather passed. Who's gonna pass in your life because you average? Who's not gonna see you blow up? Who's not gonna see you accomplish your goals? Who's not gonna be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor with you? And one day you're gonna be great, but you think you got time. You think you got time. AET 3 years from now. I'm telling you, you deserve to be great now. Some of you will never be, you'll never have, you'll never do, because you sitting around waiting on a phone call, because you sitting around waiting for somebody to give you an opportunity. Your opportunity to get your mama out of that neighborhood and get your mama into a new neighborhood, listen to me, that opportunity might come in the next 6 months. You new at your job and you like, E.T., look, I just got here. I got forever. Listen to me very closely. You gotta hear me. You might be at that job another 10 years. You might be there another 20 years. But that opportunity, somebody's about to leave and get another job. Hear me very closely. Somebody's about to quit. Somebody's about to get fired. And you will not, listen to me, you will not be ready at that particular moment to go to the next level. Question is, will you be ready when that opportunity comes? So you're running out of time. There's a certain determination, there's a certain level of resiliency, a bounce back, a get back up that you have to reach certain levels of success. It's about being prepared beforehand so that when the opportunity comes, you are already ready for the opportunity. It's not playing Call of Duty and waiting by and putting the phone by you.
All right, y'all, so that's one set on each side. I'm gonna do the rest of the sets off camera, and then I'll see y'all when we get back to the next sets of the warm-up. Let's freaking work. All right, y'all, getting into these warm-up exercises. All right, we got 2 sets of them. We'll put all of the names of them on the screen. A little dynamic warm-up work. Let's get right into it. Here we go, y'all.
For somebody to pick up the phone and call you. That's not what it's about. Preparation. We're getting prepared just in case the opportunity comes. I don't want to start practicing on the opportunity. I want to practice before, so when the opportunity comes, I can stroke it. Are you hearing what I'm saying? You are who you are in practice when you play. And if you hadn't practiced, then when it's time to play, your play is going to be practiced. You heard me? Your play is going to be practiced. So it's working in the off season. It's doing what you got to do in the off season, so when the regular season come, you ready. You heard me say it before. I am an athlete. I am a professional. So whether there's a game or not, I wake up and shoot. I heard a little kid call me last week. He said, E.T., thanks, bro. I got up today at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm practicing my soccer game. He said, but guess what? That's not what's important. He said, I'm not on the team, Eric. He said, I didn't make the soccer team, but I'm getting up at 5 o'clock every morning practicing as if I made it. There are two types of people. There are people who plan for events, and when the events don't show up, they don't show up. And then there's another group that's hungry, and they want it as bad as they want to breathe. And whether there's an event or not, they getting up. Whether there's an opportunity or not, they getting up and getting dressed. They getting up, they getting out, and they going to make it happen. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? I don't plan for events anymore. I plan because it's a part of the process. I plan because I'm a professional. I plan because I create my own luck. You ain't got to rely on nobody to get off average but you. So if I was to ask most of you, you already know what your challenge is. You ain't dumb. You know what it is. You just don't fight it. And at what point are you going to fight against that nature in you that you know? And you have the power to be great. It's in you. You capable of it. Now, you have to understand, if you stay average and you stay good, you'll never get to where you're trying to get to. And I'm challenging you to fight it. We all have 24 hours. What makes some of us average, makes some of us good, some of us great, is not the family you was born into. Right? It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with your socioeconomic status. It has everything to do with how you command your life. People act as if you grow up in a house where your parents are rich, you're automatically, bro, we can look at people who grew up in wealth. They own drugs too. They make bad decisions too. Unfortunately, they take their lives as well. It doesn't matter where you come from. If you don't activate you, the environment doesn't matter anyway. It's the mindset. And so when I look back, like I had a victim mindset, like everything was about somebody else. All the anger and the frustration and the hurt, it was all blaming. Everything was about this person or that person or this person. Everything that's supposed to blow me up and take me to the next level is somebody else's responsibility. I never even realized I was where I was because of who I was. And I was actually getting the physical manifestations of my thoughts, of my feelings, my emotions. Like I was creating this and didn't even realize. I thought my mom created it. I thought my father created it. It's like, no, E, you created this. And I'm gonna tell you, the moment I realized you are the greatest common denominator, like you the common denominator. Once that realization hit me, it was like, oh.
Don't just age great.
Okay, you got some confessing to do, bruh. And I'm gonna tell you the hardest thing that I've ever done. Somebody asked me the other day, like, what's one of the hardest things you ever done? The hardest thing I've ever done was look in the mirror and tell myself I was sorry. And so the Eric Thomas that you see, that dude is the dude that looked himself in the mirror and was like, yo, you owe yourself an apology. You owe yourself correction. You owe yourself change. You need to be taught, you need to be trained. You need to become a better human. That was one of the most difficult days of my life, was looking at myself, correcting myself, telling myself I was sorry, and then moving forward saying, now what are we gonna do from this point? You always blame somebody, but why? And the reason why is because it was easier to put it on my mom and my dad than for me to have to do the work. Because what I didn't realize as a young adult is that when you say it's somebody else, whether you mean to do it or not, you give them the keys to your life. You said it. They didn't do this, and because they didn't, they got the keys. Feel this word, vision. It means the ability to see the end before you even get started. And that's what I need y'all to do for me. Like, don't get so caught up on, counting the cost. I'm gonna have to do this, I'm gonna have to do this. No, I want you to see the vision. I want you to see the full picture, and then we're gonna walk into it. Like I had a vision of getting a GED, a vision of getting a 4-year degree, a vision. Listen to me, it just didn't happen on its own. I had to see it first, a vision of traveling across the world. I'm trying to tell you, if I can do it, anybody can do it, but it's not working harder. You need to be more disciplined about your mindset. You're already in pain, get a reward for it. Look, do me a favor. Everything you say, you're right. But why go through life with whatever people did to you when you were younger or a young adult, and then you have to live with it for the next 40, 50 years? all the stuff that you said was absolutely right. My daddy wasn't there, my mama did this person did to me. Why would you let them destroy your life? Let's go. Why would you let them own you? Why would you allow that thing they did to hurt you now define the rest of your life? Yeah. It's like, no, I was in pain. It's real. That's what I'm saying to everybody. We all go through pain. Some of us go through pain and it becomes our tombstone. Some of us go through pain and it's a scar. And we live a life of reward. So I'm just gonna say, you gotta deal with all of that, because when you get here, when you get to this level, you ain't practicing no more. You either got it or you don't. You don't even realize it's a blessing that you're not there yet, because had you got to where you wanted to get to, most of you might lose it. They looked at the most successful men and women of the world, and they found that they had like 7, 8 things in common. And one of the things they all had in common was a routine. They are obsessed with their routine. They don't have a gap of wasted time in their routine. You know, I realized the reason why I'm so successful and the reason why I don't get in trouble like I used to when I was younger is because when I was younger, man, my schedule had so many gaps in it. The devil had like, okay, he might pray at 6, but my man is watching TV. He playing video games by 8:30. It's not that I'm sweeter than nobody. The devil can't get to me because all my time is taken up. And by the time he get to me, I'm asleep. I'm too asleep to sin. I'm just being real. 8:30, he like, Eric, you should. I'm like, bro, I'm tired. Come back to me tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, tempt me tomorrow, bro. I'm about to go to sleep. I'm good. Look, my body said, all you gotta do is put your shoes on. That's the hardest thing you gotta do. Just put your shoes on and I'll do the rest. I can't put your shoes on for you, but put your shoes on and then just go. And I just went and I was walking I do the 11 incline, boy, and I was just walking for an hour and I was just like, you know what, it's almost an hour. I don't feel like running. My body was like, don't even worry about it. We'll get to that when we get to it. I did my hour, was about to get off. My body was like, you know we run now. I said, what? We run now, let's go. You ain't tired? I said, I am tired. No, you're not. You just walked for an hour. You're not tired, Eric. Your brain is telling you some dumb stuff. If you were tired, you wouldn't have been able to walk for an hour. Okay, so let's do this. Just run for 2 minutes. I'm trying to help somebody right now go to a whole other level. The Bible says the reason why you go back to sleep is because you've always gone back to sleep. It's like a default. You go back to sleep because all you gotta do is stop going to sleep and then you're gonna stop going to sleep. All you gotta do is stop fussing and cussing and you're gonna stop fussing and cussing. All you gotta do is stop spending all the money you got and start saving it. Listen to me, I became #1 in the world. I became a millionaire not because I made more money. I became a millionaire because they told me millionaires only live off of 30% of their income. I wanna make it plain for you.
All right, y'all, done with that warm up. Now we're gonna go ahead and actually get to the actual work. So we're gonna start with power cleans today. And what it looks like is that we're getting the explosive exercises in, man. And so what it looks like that we've got 8 sets of 2. In the last 3 sets, I'm doing 80% of my max in the power clean. So we're about to get right to it, man. So I'll see y'all when we get to that power clean setup. Let's freaking go. All right, y'all, we got 135 on the bar, 2 reps. Let's get quick money.
I'm a millionaire because I did what millionaires did. I stopped living off 100%. I paid my tithe, and then I was like, all right, E, you only got 20% left. Put the rest up. So the first.
All right, we're going up to 145. Let's freaking go. I'll see y'all when we get it set up. Let's work. All right, y'all, we got 145 on the bar, 2 reps. Let's get it knocked out. Here we go.
First thing I did, listen to me. The very first thing I did to become rich, somebody said, E, to be rich, put 6 months of your earning to the side.
Looks like trouble in paradise as the hottest festival of the year has flamed out.
So I was like, all right, bet. That's what the rich told me to do. So I put 6 months to the side. How long did it take? I don't remember, but I put it to the side.
Woo, that's 2 reps of that. Going up to 155 now. Moving that bar as fast as we can. Here we go. I'll see y'all when we get it set up. All right, y'all, 155 on the bar, 2 reps. Let's get the smoke. Here we go.
I was like, all right, gotta get my credit score there. Then somebody said, E.T., if you want to be Tony Robbins, there's no way you'll be able to be like those dudes when you don't have the language they have. You need to go get your master's and a PhD from a white institution. I said, what? I went to Oakwood.
All right, 2 reps done. Going up to 165 next set. Let's go. We got 165 on the bar now, 2 reps. Let's get knocked out. Here we go.
To HBCU, he was like, yeah, but you didn't learn the language of Zig Ziglar at Oakwood. So Oakwood is a phenomenal place. Oh, y'all not hear what I'm saying. I just said something, you missed it. Now you need to go to Michigan State University. CJ, you see my master's degree anywhere? What about my PhD? Not in the office, not at church. You didn't see it in my house? I didn't go to Michigan State to get a PhD. I went to Michigan State to learn the majority language. Listen to me very closely. When you graduate and you get a job, if you want to get paid, you never say no. You never say it can't get.
All right, 165 done. Short break and we're up to 175. Let's go. All right, y'all. 175 on the bar now. 2 reps again. We're about to get to work, get explosive. Here we go. Let's get into it.
Don't you ever say out your mouth it can't get done. Even if you feel in your heart it can't get done, you don't say it out loud. You let the broke folks say that. You let the folks they find first say that. You always say it can get done. Even if you don't think it can get done, just say it and try to make up something. But every time I put on a dress shirt and button it up, I just feel, and I hear people say all the time, man, you look like you dressed for success. I'm like, is putting on a shirt and a tie dress for success? I'm dressed for success. I'm getting paid.
All right, that's 175. Ooh, 3 sets of 180 now. Let's get wet. All right, y'all. First of the 180 sets. We got 3 of these. So 3 times at 180. 2 sets each of these, or 2 reps each of these sets. So let's get right into it. Here we go.
I'm dressed for success. I'm not dressed like he dressed, but I'm dressed the way I feel comfortable. I feel good being me. I feel good not to have to, like, not only can I say no, I don't have to explain why I said it no more. It feels good being me. Because guess what? I can never be sweet being you. The majority of you are poor because you read poor stuff. You watch.
All right, that's 1 set of 180s done. Good Lord Almighty. All right, take a short break and we'll get right back into it. Getting explosive with these reps. Woo. All right, y'all, set number 2 of the 180. Sets 2 reps. Let's go. We're trying to move this bar as quickly as you can. When you're doing cleans, that's the goal. You're trying to get that bar up as quick as you can because it's an explosive exercise. We want it to convert to explosion and jumping. So it's poor stuff. Bro, you just scrolling through like you ain't got a life. For real, some of y'all on Instagram, you're on there for 30 minutes. If I ask you what you saw, you don't even know. You're just scrolling through. Rich people don't waste time. They realize it's their most important commodity. They don't watch a lot of TV. They don't do a lot of entertainment. If they're not working, they're studying their craft and getting better at their craft. So I need you to stop having the poverty mindset. So when I quit my... All right, one more set of this and we'll be done. Let's freaking go. All right, y'all. Here we go. Last set right here. We got 180 on the bar, 2 reps. Gotta finish it out strong. Let's rock and roll. Here we go.
Job to be an entrepreneur. My mom was like, whoa, what are you doing? I was like, I'm quitting. My mom was like, don't you dare quit. You're gonna embarrass me. You got a wife and kids. Does YouTube have insurance? Does YouTube have a 401k? And I was like, yo, mom, I ain't trying to be funny and I ain't trying to be disrespectful. I love you. But you can't teach me how to be a millionaire because you're not. You come from the working class, and I'm not mad at you, Mom. We wouldn't be where we are without you. But you told me that every generation is supposed to get better. So I'll take your values, but I won't take your work ethic. Because rich people don't work, they think. Poor people go.
All right, we done with that, man. We done with it. As most of as we could, we're done with that. 8 sets of 2. We're moving on to squats. I'll see y'all when we get over there. Let's freaking go. All right, y'all, we got squats now. So we've actually got, I believe it's 6 sets. Yeah, we got 6 sets of 3. The last 3 sets, I'm working all the way at 80% of my max. My max is 335, and I'm doing pause reps for 3 seconds. But we're gonna start with just some warm-up sets. I'm gonna start with the bar. I'm gonna do 5 reps, and then we're gonna walk up here before we get to the actual working sets. So let's get into it. Here we go.
Clock in, I make this much an hour. Rich people go, I put them to work, and I make this much an hour. See, what happens is you're working for you and your family 1, they got 40 of you working at one time. So they're giving you 20%, and then they keeping the 80% off of 15,000 people. So what you have to decide is, are you gonna keep being the 99% or are you ready to be a part of the 1%? Because it doesn't make a difference where you come.
All right, we're gonna walk up to 45 on each side, 135 total. See y'all when we get there. All right, y'all, warm up set number 2. Gonna do 5 reps at 135. Let's get to it.
From high school dropout. It doesn't make a difference where you come from, GED. It doesn't make a difference where you come from, a 17-year-old mom that got pregnant. It doesn't make a difference where you come from, took 12 years to get a 4-year degree. It doesn't make a difference. You know what makes a difference? What makes a difference is when you become a 99% or a 1%. And when I start thinking like, acting like, and behaving like a 1%er. So I went to every single class, and when the teachers was talking, they thought I was just doing homework. I wasn't. I was listening to how they conjugate verbs. I was listening to how they tell stories. I was like, ooh. I peeped it out, y'all. They way more linear. So that I realized when you do corporate, it's A, B.
All right, we're gonna walk up to 185 now. That'll be our last warm-up set. Then I'll actually get to the working set. Let's freaking go. All right, y'all, we got 185 on the bar. It's gonna be the last warm-up set. 5 quick reps. Let's work.
C, D, E, F. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's topic, body, body, body. It's topic, support, 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 conclusion. I need your language though if I'm gonna compete. I need your rules if I'm gonna compete. I need your codes if I'm gonna compete. The problem with most of you is you don't have a 1% language. You got a poverty language. There was a language that I needed to learn. Does it mean I need to abandon the language that I learned? Absolutely not. Don't be average, like for real, for real. Whatever it is you do, do it, and take a different perspective. Listen to me very closely. The problem I have with most kids.
All right, that was the last warm-up set. Now we're gonna work up to 225. Put 225 on the bar. And we're gonna do 3 reps, pause 3 seconds at the bottom. Let's go, I'll see y'all when we get there. All right, here we go, y'all. 225 on the bar. 3 reps with a 3-second pause. Let's get with it, man, here we go.
If I tell you what it takes, most of you will die of exhaustion. You pass out before you reach 10,000 hours. You just pass out. You don't got the heart for it. You don't have the stamina for it. You couldn't take what it really takes. Just for those of you who don't know, when they came from Africa and were enslaved, they didn't move them to San Diego. They wasn't doing God in San Diego. I just want to give you some perspective. They were in Mississippi, Alabama. It was smoking hot, and they didn't quit and they didn't give up because they said, we're going to get through this for the next generation. Come on. Our Latino brothers and sisters who were migrant workers, come on, they in the heat. There wasn't no AC. And the stuff that y'all complain about, the stuff that y'all think is like hard.
All right, y'all. We're back in it again. 245 on the bar this time now. So 3 reps, 2 second pause each one. Let's get with it. Here we go.
There's always someone out there working harder than you. I'm haunted by that motherfucker.
Just getting started. Come on, somebody out there sitting working harder than you. Somebody working harder. Hurry up, let's go.
Monday, get better. Tuesday, get better. Wednesday, get better.
I have to ask this guy. Like, I have to understand, like, why he works like that.
Right.
So after games, I'm like, hey, Kobe, like, why were you in the gym for so long? He's like, because I saw you come in. And I wanted you to know that it doesn't matter how hard you work, that I'm willing to work harder than you.
You gotta be the hardest workers in the room. No one will outwork me. No one. I don't give a fuck who is in front of me. They're not gonna stop me. At some point, you gotta be f***ing tired of not being number one. You have to be, and you gotta f***ing play angry.
Dedication, hard work. Dedication, hard work. I'm a one-man army. One-man army.
All right, y'all, round number 3. We got 265 on the bar now. Still doing those 3 reps, 3 second pause. Let's get with it. Come on.
The world can go against me. I'm still coming on top.
You have to pay the price. And not only do you have to pay the price, you got to pay the price well, meaning the actions you take have to be executed at a high level. Like, this is not that hard to understand. You just don't want to understand it. You want it to be that you can f off half the time and still get where you want to go. And that just doesn't work. The mentality should be like this. How the f do I get there? Period.
Bro, you gotta fucking stop. You gotta stop with all this I can't catch a break bullshit. All the time you're complaining, you could be instead hustling. You could be instead chasing your dream. You could be instead figuring out what you're doing wrong, trying to improve certain aspects of your life, getting your shit together, reading a book, meditating, something. Fucking something.
You've got to put in the work when nobody cares. There's only one person who has to care. That's you.
You gave me an opportunity to reinvent myself. You gave me an opportunity to come out of my grave that you put me in. You left me for dead. I'm coming out alive.
There's a price tag to success. You don't just get it overnight. You got to earn it the right way.
You need to work harder. You have to suffer a little bit. You have to put yourself in a state of...
All right, we got 270 on the bar. 3 reps, 3 second pause. Get done.
discomfort. Growth shouldn't be easy. Stop looking for shortcuts. Stop looking to make things a breeze. You've got to learn to suffer. You've got to put yourself in a bit of an uncomfortable position.
And you may not feel qualified. You may not feel like you are educated enough. You may not feel like you're connected enough. You may not think that enough people are aware of you, cognizant of you, because you don't have a blue check and you're not a celebrity yet. But you got to work hard in silence. You got to work when nobody's watching.
I will do the work when I'm tired. I will do the work even if I'm sick. I will do the work even if I didn't sleep well. I will do the work even if I don't feel like it. I will do the work if it's cold outside. I will do the work if it's too hot. I will do the work if no one else wants to do it with me, because I am driven by purpose.
People want to jump from day 1 to day 10 by getting some big seed money or big investment. And dude, I don't care how much money I made. I try to pretend like I'm broke every single day in the way that I think, because it forces me to create new solutions and innovate in my brain. It's about taking an idea, it's about executing on the idea, and it's not about having the perfect plan. It's about your ability to adjust and create and improvise.
All right, set number 2 at 270, y'all. Let's get it done, man. Here we go. 3 repetitions and pause. Getting that crop out here. Let's go.
Advise your way through this path.
Even though you may feel stuck, even though you may feel hopeless, you're not broken. You have patterns of thinking and patterns of behavior that are broken for where you are and where you want to go in life. When you start to think about changing your life through the lens of just looking for patterns, breaking them and replacing them, it becomes less personal.
The Chevy Equinox is more than an SUV. It's your, and your,
whoa.
It's your.
Hard work is the goal. And so it's not like work hard so that X. Because as soon as you have a so that, then the X is the thing. But if the goal is to work as hard as you possibly can, then the only real output we have is who we become along the way.
The most important question to ask is, what pain do you want in your life? What are you willing to struggle for? Anything worthwhile is going to require some degree of pain and struggle. So, if you're oriented...
All right, y'all, that's it. Let's finish it out right here.
Toward the pain and the struggle, you're probably going to be more aligned with what you're capable of accomplishing rather than if you just orient toward the pleasures.
No fundamental secret here. It's called hard work and sweat. If you have that and you're willing to provide that in exchange for a better life, well, everyone will make that deal with you. If you're willing to give up that for pride, accomplishment, feeling of self-worth, if you're willing to make that transaction, Miami Fitness is your bank. And it's open every single day for your transactions. Make your deposits every fucking day. Do your dues. Become the person you want to be. It's the easiest fucking equation in the world.
Success leaves clues. There are millions of people in the world seeing grand success, and they're dropping breadcrumbs every fucking day. You just gotta pay attention to the steps. They're showing you a path to a better future. They're showing you a path to your goals and aspirations. You just gotta believe in you. You gotta be willing to say one day and then work as hard as you fucking can every day in order to make it happen. Because everything you want is in your mind. Everything.
Alright, Nordic hamstring curls here. Gotta work the back side of that leg. 10 reps. Let's get with it.
Everything that you want to achieve, you can do. You just gotta be willing to speak it. You gotta be willing to say it out loud. You gotta be willing to yell it into the fucking universe and then work towards it.
People say, "I must be nice for you." And you go, dude, fuck you. Like, if you could have seen how much criticism and hard work and lonely nights and all of this stuff when nobody was watching and I was unsure of myself, chronically miserable, and I criticized and all my friends took the piss at me and I did all of these things. I had to go through all of that for you to now say, "Must be nice."
Time is the currency we're playing with in every moment of our lives. It's the center point of our influence. I talk about the roulette table of my life. It's the frame I think through, where we wake up in the morning with these 24 chips. If you spend 8 hours sleeping, you wake up with 16 chips left. And how you place those chips on this roulette table that sits in front of us just before the wheel spins every day determines all of our outcomes in our lives. So I've chosen now to allocate 2 chips to this.
All right, that's 10 reps, 30-second break. We're gonna do it again. Here we go, last set of this, 10 reps. Let's get this joint done.
Little piece here called fitness. The roulette table spins and I get my returns. As I went down that chapter, I realized that in the context of time and death and time management, the most important question to answer, the fundamental, is discipline. How can I allocate more of these chips to the things that are in line with my values? Where does this thing called discipline come from if it underpins everything we do?
Because I believed that I can be a leading man. I believed that I could be another Clint Eastwood. or another Burt Reynolds, or another Warren Beatty, or whatever those characters were, Charles Bronson and so on. I believed that there could be those people. I said, there's enough room on that ladder that I can fit up there. And I looked back again and learned from what I learned in sports. In my case, in bodybuilding. It's all about the hard work that you put in.
Being the hardest worker in the room is about actually learning how to walk the walk.
Alright, that's it for this video, man. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe. Y'all saw a lot of good work put in. Hey, I got more videos coming out soon. Subscribe to the channel. Comment down below. Let me know what other workouts y'all want to see. And I'll continue to put it out for you, y'all. Let's freaking go. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Let's freaking work.